Bad.
Greetings, Lighthead here, and on today's video we will be taking a quick trip, even quicker than Katy Perry's trip, to identify certain realities about the singer, because she's not an artist. Artists like Picasso are artists, namely her suspected level of sanity, or lack of sanity, as the case may be. These elitist celebrities usually demonstrate some variety or another of madness, and this one appears to be no different. I speak, of course, of the potential insanity of Katy Perry. I've long theorized that, for most celebrities at least, reaching that level of fame does indeed have very real and measurable effects on the mind. Namely, that it breaks down and nosedives straight into cuckoo caca land. Not every celebrity demonstrates this behavior. Some people are more level-headed and aware of themselves, especially those who typically had a difficult start in life, such as Robert Downey Jr. or Brad Pitt. But those who never had to toughen up, never had to develop any semblance of character, usually just float completely unaware through life, never thinking or using their critical faculties or being self-aware. They're just used to being given everything and constantly told how wonderful they are by toadying lackeys. Under these circumstances, it's not hard to see how a mind can unravel over the course of several unmonitored years, and it seems as though Katy Perry is the next vapid celeb to plunge down the rabbit hole of insanity. So, let's have a look at the facts. Firstly, the space trip. Now, I use the term space very generously because it seems to me, even if it wasn't totally faked, as though Katy and her crew of dog-in-the-wind-faced girlfriends in their giant metal phallus never actually reached space. Have a look at the layers of the atmosphere. They reached what's called the Kármán line, which is the point typically considered to be the dividing line between us and space. Now, there is some disparity here depending upon which expert you ask. However, we can clearly see here that above the Kármán line we have both the thermosphere and the exosphere. So, not real space as far as I'm concerned. High enough for a lovely view, obviously, but not space. And no, she most definitely, categorically, is not an astronaut.
You are officially an astronaut.
Astronauts deserve respect. She doesn't. Do you have any idea how much training a would-be astronaut has to go through before they even get the chance to climb into that rocket? It's unbelievable. By comparison, Albert II the monkey had more training when he was shoved into a rocket back in 1949. I'd go so far as to venture that he also had more elan. It's a joke, but it's not just the pretense of the trip, and it was a trip, little more than an elaborate taxi ride, but it's the weirdness of her comments when she returned.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I feel super connected to love, so connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
Connected to love. Did she get high in that capsule? For the most part, I'd have to say that Katy Perry's smile looks unstable. Remember back in the day when she was new and did the usual smug grin all nascent celebrities do? Well, that's not the way she smiles anymore. And that's not all the jibber-jabber that we got upon her return either.
Daisies are common flowers, but they grow through any condition. They grow through cement, they go through cracks, they grow through walls. They are resilient, they are powerful, they are strong, they are everywhere. Flowers are, to me, God's smile, but it's also a reminder of our beautiful earth and the flowers here and God's smile and the beautiful magic that is everywhere.
Why couldn't they have just stayed up there? And my God, what's with her eyes? They look bandy. Really, really bandy. And while it's obvious that most of this was designed to promote yet another tour, the way she held that paper butterfly up to the camera and that general look of unstable elation just adds to the creepiness. And what of her earthbound activities? Have you seen footage of her latest concert? It's like watching a mental patient ad-lib a dance routine. Yes, folks, it seems rather likely that she's not playing with a full deck of cards, not eating with a full complement of sandwiches, nor drinking with a full case of beers. She might not be running around the streets with a chainsaw, but I doubt she's far off. Ultimately, I would recommend keeping closely appraised of your mental health levels, and not assuming everything is hunky-dory, or you too may end up marching rapidly towards the loony bin. We all have a responsibility to keep our heads screwed on tight, and while it's not difficult to see how an innocent mind might be twisted by fame, I'd argue that in Katy's case, she had every opportunity to keep her feet on the ground, yet failed to do so regardless. This is why I have no sympathy for her or her subsequent meltdown in the face of public backlash. If you don't want the world to hate you, then you might want to try not being a pretentious twat. Like and subscribe.